Hello, my name is Dee. Welcome back to Four Paths Healing Tarot. I am delighted to bring you another message. I meditated on your energy and did a pre-shuffle before coming on camera. And some of you are in the midst of making a challenging decision, as we often are. This decision is related to your truest desire, related to your purpose, your spirituality, your whole self, your soul. And right now, you're not sure if you're making the right decision by going after this dream. And also, what came out with that information is that the energy that is around you right now, related to you listening to what your heart and your spirit is saying, it's favorable, it's prosperous for you. I got a 10 of Pentacles that popped out, got a 9 of Cups that popped out. And so, actually those cards were beneath the deck. But what was coming out was that there's some worry, there is some overthinking, not sure if you're on the right path, looking at things through potentially a negative or fearful filter. So whoever that's for, you're making a decision, and I would say go for it. Follow your heart, follow your dreams, especially if it is going to fulfill your heart and your soul. But welcome back. This message will not resonate for everyone or with everyone. I'm desiring to bring forth just an energy reading. What is your vibration? What's supporting you? What's helping you? And maybe a little bit of advice from Spirit. So let's begin. Thank you, God, Angel, Spirit, guys. What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you want us to know? Oh, thank you, God. Anything else? Thank you, God, Angel, Spirit, guides. We'll put this right here. 3 of Cups beneath the deck. Hopefully you can see that there. So the first thing that popped out was the Hierophant. And then we have the Fool card. And then we have that rebalance, harmony, conscientiousness, and then we have King of Wands here. The Hierophant vibrates at a 5, and things that usually are at a 5 energy tend to push us to evaluate things that are superficial or traditional, related to groups of people. It's a pivotal opportunity for us to really consider how we're showing up. So because the Hierophant is showing up next to the Fool, what that is indicating for me is that you are wanting to push beyond some type of norm. It may be a traditional way of believing. It may be a traditional way of understanding your spirituality. But you're wanting to go in a new direction and push beyond that. And it's showing up a little bit challenging for you. Maybe there's been a little bit of back and forth about what to believe, the status quo. And seeing the 6 here, which reminds me of conscientiousness, it's an opportunity for rebalance, it's harmony. You can see here this person is kind of weighing who to give to, what to give. Seeing this here with the Hierophant and the Fool, so 5 and 6, feels like there's some encouragement to move on your intuition about exploring a new path. Especially with the King of Wands here, this is a strong, magnetic, inspiring energy. I'm possibly speaking to someone that is in faith work, or that is in academia, that is in some type of role related to influence, something that's related to tradition. And in this energy, you are having an opportunity to push the boundaries a little bit, to do something that has not been done before. In this overarching energy of being in your light, being in your joy related to it. So we have the 3 of Cups here, which helps us to feel and be reminded of our joy. The number 3 is creativity, it's joy, it's pure contentment. It is when we get to a point where we've made a solid decision, so the energy of 2 has dissipated, and now we are feeling a little bit victorious about grounding ourselves in a decision, but it's creativity at its finest. And so right now, before pulling out another roll, it feels that that's where you are right now. You are being asked to push the boundaries. At least it's coming up within you at the spirit level. It's coming up within you to take your ability, to take your gifting in your role that seems pretty much traditional, and see if you can push out of that status quo, doing things a little bit differently in a new way. Definitely something related to giving back to others, some role where you are giving information, you are being the provider of insight in some level. Again, it could be faith-based work you're doing. I'm also hearing in education, some traditional system, maybe medical science. Maybe you are in a role of being an attorney, a judge, and you are having an opportunity to try something new, but you got to have faith. Yeah, some new inspiration here, a new way of doing things, and it feels exciting to you. There's raw potential here. Yeah, hey, whoever I'm speaking to, friend, this is related to a deeper awakening within your spirit. Your spirit is waking up to something. It brings you joy to think about going on in this new path. For some of you, it could be breaking beyond the traditions of religion or some type of doctrine or some creed, if you will, some belief system, going beyond that, building onto what you know. Let's go a little bit deeper and see what else Spirit has for us. Thank you, God, Angel Spirit Guides. What else? With the King of Wands being here, if you're worried about if you have like a following, or if what this is related to is contingent upon your influence on other people, what I'm hearing and what I'm sensing is that you already have this natural magnetizing ability to inspire, to lead, to influence. And I'm not seeing any worry cards here, which is wonderful. So I'm hoping that you stay in that light and that feeling that whatever this is, you have all of the tools that you need to do this. Thank you, God, Angel Spirit Guides. What else? Other messages. God, Angel Spirit Guides. All right. Very powerful. Thank you, God, Angel Spirit Guides. Anything else? Yep. I'm actually going to put this beneath the Hierophant. For some of you, this is absolutely related to something spiritual, religion, a community that has felt like home. This is so good. Thank you, God. You are being encouraged and guided in your life right now to go with the flow. There's a path, obviously, with the Six of Swords here of least resistance that you deeply know at the self-confidence level, at the inspiration level, leads you to joy. It leads you to a path that feels less, I don't want to say challenging, because something about this reading lets me know that whoever it is I'm speaking to, you're not worried about a challenge. It's not about that. But freeing. It's freeing for you. Moving out of 5, which is change, but it's change oftentimes through conflict, through a hard push. Going in your own path and then moving to the next phase of a life cycle, which is a 6, which is rebalancing yourself. And then we have another 6 here. A lot of 5s and 6s, which lets me know that there's some change happening. You're being encouraged to move forward, to move on. You may be reluctant to do this. You may not really want to move on, but what's showing up here is that it's going to be good for you. It's going to be healing for you. You fear that there is going to be rejection, a sense of abandonment, not knowing if the community feel that you have right now where you are will show up again in your journey. You're reluctant to give up the sense of community with that 5 of Pentacles there. Anything else, God, Angel, Spirit, guys? Let's put that out there. All right. Yeah. And then we have 3 of Wands beneath. So, yeah. Okay. Definitely, this is requiring some self-trust. 8s, to me, are always good omens. That means that there is a force, a divine force that says you have potential to be successful. Yeah. I'm not seeing the Page of Pentacles out here, but what is coming up for me in my mind's eye is that there may have been an offer, an invitation from people that you know to try something new, to go in a new direction. And it might be within an organization or a community group that you're already a part of. But maybe to go deeper, to try something new. Maybe a new role, maybe a new position, maybe a new format that you can spearhead. You're being asked to consider that. But maybe this is an entirely different change. You're moving away from a community group. And I keep saying community group because I don't want to limit it to religion or a faith-based group. But I will tell you, friend, that's what it feels like to me. It's going to require some strength, though. Some courage, as it is noted here in the 8, with the Strength card vibrating at an 8. I'm not seeing it here, but in my mind's eye, I'm seeing temperance. Temperance is important. With the 7 of Pentacles here, what this change, and then also being next to the 3 of Wands, this direction that you're going in, this thing that you're feeling nudged to try, this feeling of inspiration that's coming up, that's raw energy right now. You are doing a wonderful job, by the way, of taking stock of what has been gained in your journey so far. Because oftentimes we have this belief in this deep knowing that what got me here will not get me there, wherever that is for you. There's going to be a requirement of a new set of principles, new ways of understanding life, new thought processes, new friends. Things begin to shift out when we go in a new direction in our lives, and it can feel like loss. And it appears here that you're taking stock of what has been given to you over your life, what has shedded away, what has been good for you to get you here, because you're reluctant about taking this new course of action, going the path of least resistance, and which also feels like flow for you. But that also feels like the 3 of Wands too, which sometimes reminds me of another waiting card. But it is a sign that you are taking a step forward. Again, 3 for me always means joy, contentment, success, the first buddings of the signs of success once you've taken action. This thing that you're feeling about moving forward and going on, it's prosperous because it's coming from the deepest, truest part of your desire. And when we have that tends to push us into another level of growth. There's expansion here. I'm hearing that Spirit is wanting you to take it step by step. 3s are showing up because you're in the beginning phases of making a decision. Once you move into action, we might begin to see those numbers and vibrations that indicate where you are in terms of potential growth from where you stand. But from where you are right now, this full energy and the strength energy as being these majors that are in the Hierophant as these overarching energies, this still feels like you trusting that you're making a great decision by following this path forward and going forward. The High Priestess here, it's time to trust that intuition. Listen to your intuition. So I'm hearing the advice is to be still. If there are friends and family around that's encouraging this or prompting this, but you're feeling uncertain about your community, what I'm also hearing is that some of you, you're really thinking about your friends and family and how they would think about you making this decision. If that's you, you got to sit and be still for a moment with yourself so that you can hear your higher self, which knows. And it's not even about making the decision. I think you've made the decision that you're going to move forward. You're reluctant about it. You're not feeling completely comfortable with this, but your spirit knows what you're going to do. And so by sitting still for you, it's more about spending time accepting this, taking stock of what has grown you, all the gifts of what this community has brought you, and holding on to that positivity from that so you can feel the motivation to move on. Let's get some spirit messages out here, some angel messages out here. God, angel, spirit guides. What do you want us to know? What do you want us to know? All right. Anything else? One more, please. Let's see if we can get one more. Okay. Opportunity beneath the deck. I'm sensing this for you. There's great opportunity where you're going. It's beyond what you know right now. And for that pre-shuffle that I did to get an energy read, it still had a lot to do with a decision. And I'm seeing a connection with what came across before we were on together and what's coming up now. If there's doubt about this journey because of your thoughts, Spirit wants you to know that there's opportunity. Listen, friend, it's simple. I don't need tarot cards to say this. Anytime you follow your intuition and you want to make a decision to grow yourself, and it's good for yourself, it's good for the environment, it's good for others, that's usually a sign that you're on the right track. This is up to you how this looks, the pace that you go at, how you process this. I'm also hearing that how you say goodbye. It's up to you, the style that you do that in, not to be fearful. This path that you're on feels noble. You're wanting to do something for others, and it's going to be fulfilling to you. But you are worried about letting people down. There's a yes. I'm hearing to let you allow this to resonate how you need it to. This yes with an exclamation point. Final messages. Thank you, guys. Anything else? All right. Thank you, God. You know, this is my favorite part. I love reading. In your journey, There will be times when you feel lost, confused, lonely, and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. Friend, this is absolutely for you. Looking at that Five of Pentacles there and the Six of Swords, you're migrating on. You're feeling a little bit lonely in this, maybe a little bit of rejection, but that is a part of the process. We learn so much about ourselves through that time. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Say no when you want to say no. Instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. I guess that is connected to this yes right here. It's related to understanding who to say yes to. And it feels like it's time for you to feel confident saying yes to yourself, to your joy, to your peace, to your inspiration. All right, and then I can already tell that this next message is for the Three of Cups there. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining. Oh, sorry. Apologies. I meant this one. The reason why this is the one related to the Three of Cups. The reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you next. They have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep moving. Keep moving. Greater is coming. There's something related to this community. You fear letting people down. You fear the loss. And you might be surprised to find that the people you think you might lose on this journey are people that wedge in a bit closer to you. Sometimes people are inspired by us because we decide to go after our heart, our desires, even when it seems like the scariest thing to do. My mother always says, courage comes after the fight. So whoever that's for, I want you to hold on to that. Wear it on your spirit in a way that will empower you. I believe in your success, and I thank you for tuning in. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I'm dedicated to this channel. My views are low, and I'm okay with that, because it feels so fulfilling to deliver this message to you. And I hope that it helped you and it gave you what you needed. See you next time. Bye.